Back here at Lemoy Field for the men's game. Holy Family and Post ready to square off in this big-time CACC matchup. Post coming into this one as a number 4 seed in the CACC, 7-4 overall record and a 3-2 conference record for Holy Family. They are 5-3 overall and 3-1 in conference. They are the number 2 seed in the CACC standings. We are ready to go here from Lemoy. We're underway, the third all-time meeting between Post and Holy Family. Eagles 2-0 all-time versus Holy Family. 17-8 win in their last game against them on March 22nd, 2025. Aiden Waller in net for the Eagles. Ninth game that he has appeared in. A 53.1 save percentage for number 25, Aiden Waller. And a sophomore from Little Britain, Ontario. And then on the other end, Adam Wickel, a freshman goalie from Louisville, in net here for Holy Family. Sixth game that he has appeared in, a 52.5 save percentage. This is a Holy Family team that is super young, comprised mostly of freshmen and sophomores. And they are off to a great start here this season. Again, 5-3 overall, 3-1 in conference. Currently the number 2 seed in the CACC standings. This game is gonna have a lot of playoff-like feel to it. Top 5 seeds make the postseason. And Eagles the 4 seed. Tigers are the 2 seed. Eagles can certainly jump them with a win here, as the regular season will end on April 22nd. Only 3 games remain in the regular season for Post. This is Xander Kelly with it, number 7 in black. Eagles in the white uniforms. A great crowd on hand here at Lemoy. This is the second half of our Saturday afternoon Post Lacrosse doubleheader. Women's beat Felician 14-6. The men's trying to follow that up with a big win here, as that pass is going to sail out of play. They say it was deflected last touch by the Eagles, so it will stay here with Holy Family with 25 to shoot on the shot clock. James Bania's got it right here, number 24, the junior attack. Again, this team is mostly comprised of freshmen and sophomores. They are super young. Last time out for the Eagles, this was a rough one at Lemoy where they lost 17-3. Quick memory here, as that was non-conference. They won 4 games prior to that. Holy Family coming into this one red hot. They've won their last 4 games. Previous game came at home against Georgian Court. That was a 12-9 win on March 28th. Keegan Sawane has got it here near midfield. Edward Waesh, the freshman midfielder. Sawane hounded there out front by number 36, John Henson, a sophomore. 3 minutes gone, opening quarter. So glad you're with us here. Again, second half of our Saturday afternoon doubleheader here at Lemoy Field. Griffin Cassonan, glad you could stick around for the men's game. Edward Wesh, one-on-one. 2 meet him. Xander Kelly's all over him. And Wesh is surveying, looking for a cutter, not there. And it goes out, and it is going to be a ground ball here, scooped up by Post. 10 to shoot. Leighton Cook leads the team in points this year. Right out in front, shot blocked. That was Wesh getting it off. And Cook able to keep it in here, and then the shot clock resets to 60. Cutter is Will Bryant right out in front. That shot was blocked. Again, the playoff-like atmosphere here in this game is palpable, and you can certainly feel it as we get a flag thrown in. So we get offsides called on Jake Feeney, the sophomore attack from New Jersey. Both of these teams know what's at stake here. Currently in the playoff picture. Top 5 seeds in the CAC currently is Wilmington at 5-0 in conference. Number 1, Holy Family behind them, 3-1. Chestnut Hill's 3-1 as well. Post is at 4 and Bridgeport is at 5. Post and Bridgeport both 3-2. So really jumped up from the seeds 2 to 5. Wilmington certainly has control of it with a 5-0 conference record. But yeah, you look at Holy Family 3-1. They're the 2 seed. Bridgeport's the 5 seed at 3-2. So only a half game back. Gabe Roman trying to spin his way free. Fires a shot and it goes out of play. Both coaches in their third season. Noah Morris, third season for Holy Family, and Pat Iannarelli in his third season for Post. Both teams had winning overall records last year. Eagles were 5-3 in conference, 9-7 overall, and Holy Family 9-7 overall, 3-5 in conference. He calls a turnover right here, and coming into the attacking area goes Holy Family. The energy from both sidelines is infectious. Here to start. Got 55 on the shot clock here. Matt Goff has got it, wearing number 5 in black. Tries to get the step there on Nick Gallery. He does so, fires and scores. And the Tigers strike first here in this one. Goff with only his second goal of the year, his 4th point. This is only the 5th game that he has appeared in. And he spikes one into the turf, finds the back of the net, and the Tigers on the board first here in this huge CACC men's lacrosse game. Coming up on the end of this 2026 regular season, this one just means so much, and you can feel it from both teams. Jake Feeney's got it far side as Holy Family controls the draw right after getting the first goal of the game. This is Jaden Williams with it. Where's number 22? Sophomore midfielder takes it behind the cage, looking for a cutter out in front. That's Noah Simpson ripping a shot. Simpson leads the Tigers in points this year with 39 coming into today. Simpson catches it, swings it. Bania, one-on-one here with Gallery. Simpson dodges, fires. Sails out of play. It is going to stay here with Holy Family with 15 to shoot. I think the Holy Family coaching staff here is wanting a shot clock reset. They don't get it. 5. It's Feeney! Holy Family with a great start. Up 2-0. Feeney's 18th goal on the season. And the Tigers off to a 2-0 start here at Lemoyne. Frank Britch, the junior face-off guy here for Holy Family.
Cam, one's off. You messed the wire?
Keegan Swain took it there for post. Eagles with it. Will Bryan standout sophomore here. Now Swain. So Wayne trying to shake his defender. There's a great look for Leighton Cook, and he misfires. Shot clock at 50. And that shot might have went in. The officials are going to talk about it right here. They say the goal's good, and the Eagles are on the board. 2-1 Holy Family. The goal is awarded to number 9, Gabe Roman, his 10th of the season, his 20th point, and the Eagles on the board here at home. Roman, the junior from Meriden, Connecticut. Second year here with the Eagles. He transferred from Eastern Connecticut State, which is in Division III. 2-1 Holy Family, 7:47 to play first quarter. Parento met out front, hounded. Bradley Smith all over him, and he'll shovel it here to Roman, who just scored. And he gets trucked there by Smith, regains it. So Wayne thought about it, spins, fires, and it goes above the cage out of bounds. So Wayne will sub out, Gallery in, and Cook out, and Rob Torelli in. Kelly nearly stumbles. Oh, finds a cutter right out in front. Shot was blocked. And Waller goes for the ground ball. Spins on Bania, throws a touchdown pass downfield. Nearly caught there by Such. Denike tried to get there for post. It's last touch by the Eagles, and it will be Holy Family. No, pardon me, it's going to be Eagles ball. And the officials are going to talk about this one. So post ball. Say the last touch by Holy Family. Coming up on 6 minutes to play, first quarter. Clock stopped at 6:12, and we resume play with Denike having it on the far side. So Wayne at the top. He's got Brian right to his right. Fumbles the pass. And he secures the ground ball. Shot clock at 50. So Wayne making his move, finding a teammate right in front. Brian off for the rebound. It's Maunders, the freshman, with the equalizer here early. 2-2. 22nd goal of the year for the freshman standout at attack. Holy Family gets the first 2 goals of the game, and the Eagles answer with back-to-back goals, and we're knotted up at 2-2 with 5:39 to play in the first. Looked like Bena was stepping over the line, so Eagles ball. Wesh has got it. Near sideline, met by 2. Tries to find a pass to Bryant. It goes out of his stick, scoops it up, settles it down here for post. Wesh was cutting. Roman had the first goal for post, shares it back to Bryant. Spins. Roman had a notion right there to fire it. Shot clock at 43. 4:50 remaining here in the first quarter. We're knotted up at 2. Wesh looking for the angle, lost the ball. Down on the deck, and Wickel picks it up. And here comes Holy Family trying to get out in transition. Logan O'Keefe catches it, crosses the restraining line. Feeney fires and scores. His second goal of the game. He's a machine here to start. 19th goal on the season. And Holy Family back out in front at 3-2. The 2025 CACC Rookie of the Year. Off to a great start here at Lemoyne. Rich. Watched closely by Charlie Foster. 4 minutes to play, first quarter. In this playoff-like game with two teams, both top 5 seeds in the CACC, bunched up closely from seeds 2 to 5. Both of these teams just know what is at stake here. Kelly spins, rips a shot. It's off right. Shot clock is at 25. It's Kelly ripping a shot, vacuumed in by Waller. Great save. Waller, 86 saves on the season coming into today with 76 goals allowed. Callery finds a pass with Swain. Downfield, wide open. Maunders could not put it in from point-blank range. Situation where he might have found himself too wide open right there. And it stays at a 3-2 Holy Family lead. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first. So Wayne tries to shake his defender. Cook will look to set a screen. Cutter right out in front. DeNike lets it rip. That's easy. '15th goal of the season for number 6. And the Eagles tie it up, 3-3. Tonight, the senior from Putnam Valley, New York, in his 4th season here with the Eagles. He's been the CACC Player of the Week twice here in this year. And that was as easy of a goal as they'll probably get all day. Gavin Lee scoops it up. The Eagles nearly control the draw right there. Ball's on the deck, and Lee's got it. Great start to this game, back and forth. Both teams providing answers to each other. And we get a timeout called by Post. 2:17 to play here in the first. Great start from both teams, super competitive. We're tied at 3. After the Eagles timeout, we're all tied up here at 3 with 2:17 to play in this first quarter. Glad you're with us here at Lemoyne Field, Griffin Cast on hand. Second half of our post-lacrosse doubleheader here on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon in early April. The women's team defeated Felician 14-6 prior to this game. Eagles 7-4 on the year this year overall, 3-2 in conference. Currently the number 4 seed in the CACC. Holy Family on the other end, on the other side, rather 5-3 overall, 3-1 in conference. They have a very young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, but they have made headlines here this season. Currently the number 2 seed in the conference. Whistle blows, the play dead. DeNike is limping a little bit as he's jogging off of the field. Roman, nice shake and bake move, goes behind the net. There was a wraparound shot. Connor Denny could not put it in. And Maunders will resume play here. 25 to shoot for Post. 1:35 remaining in the first quarter. So Wayne is up top. Roman knocked out of his stick. Ball on the deck with 12 to shoot for Post. They come away with it. It's Will Bryan trying to make something happen here. Spins, loses the ball, and Wickel picks it up for Holy Family. Bradley Smith with it here. Finding a pass, Benya. Up top, Feeney is on fire here to start this game. 3 goals for the sophomore attack. And it might be a season high type of day for Jake Feeney. He had 4 goals against Dominican on March 25th. That was at Dominican. He's got 3 already. We're not even done with the first quarter. And Holy Family back out in front, more importantly, 4-3. So Feeney's got 3. Golf has 1. The 2 goal scorers here thus far for Holy Family, accounting for 4 of their goals. Maunders has it far sideline. Shot clock at 70. Game clock at 45. Eagles can sit on it and make sure the ball stays on this side of the field for the remainder of the quarter. Esch has got it, the freshman. Roman hit the brakes. Defended out front by Nicholas Macariella. Got the step. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. West shut off there. Shake and bake move. Tries to split two. Loses the ball. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ground ball. West scoops it up with 6, with 5. Right out in front. DeNike back out onto the field. Tried a behind-the-head shot. 2.4 remaining. There's a shot to beat the buzzer. And that will take us to the end of what was a very fun, entertaining, and competitive first quarter. It sees Holy Family up 4-3 at the end of the first 15 minutes. Back here for the second quarter in just a moment. All right, first quarter was a ton of fun to watch. It's a 4-3 Holy Family lead. Jake Feeney, the sophomore attack from New Jersey, has got 3 of the 4 Holy Family goals, and we're ready for quarter number 2. Both teams with winning records overall and in conference. Holy Family, the 2 seed in the CACC standings. Post is the 4 seed. The top 5 seeds make the conference tournament. Only 3 games remain for the Eagles following the conclusion of this one. Maunders, DeNike, and Roman, the 3 goal scorers here for the Eagles in that first quarter. DeNike lets a shot rip over the cage out of bounds. Shot clock at 50 here for Post. Maunders up top. Cook has been quiet here to start. Not anymore. 26th goal of the season for Cook. And the Eagles tied up at 4-4. Back and forth we go thus far this first half. Holy Family had a 2-0 lead to start the game. That was answered by back-to-back goals for Post to tie it up at 2-2. Then we just went back and forth. Holy Family scored. Post scored to make it 3-3. Then it was 4-3 Holy Family, and now Cook with the goal to make it 4-4. Back and forth we go here in this first half. Both teams looking for an edge. Got a great crowd on hand here at Lemoy on this gorgeous Saturday. As that's a nice ground ball for Jackson Brown, the sophomore defender from Cape May, New Jersey. Feeney's got it. He's got the hot stick here thus far for Holy Family. 3 of the 4 goals, a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kyle Sutz has got his eyes on Feeney. Looks for Andrew Kays, the sophomore, and finds him. Gallery defends. Kays trying to shake him, spins, stumbles, hits the ground, and regains his footing. Finding a cutter right out in front. Nick Gargan able to regain the ball. Benya. Ball is hopping here for Holy Family, and it results in a Noah Simpson goal. His 29th of the season, and the Tigers back out in front, 5-4. Simpson's 40th point on the season, and he is just having a dominant year in his sophomore campaign. Two-time CACC Conference Player of the Week. Did not say that right. CACC Player of the Week twice this season. 5-4 Holy Family coming up on 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Eagles with the ball here. Romans got it near sideline. Thought about going behind the net for Denike. Elects to keep it right here. Now this is Brian. Right out in front. And it's scooped up there by Wickle. Eagles lost the ball. And Holy Family able to cause a turnover right there. O'Keefe. Ball thrown downfield. It's intercepted by Brian. Did not have anyone running with him, so will elect to back it out here with Cook. The Eagles will try and set something up here. 65 on the shot clock. Wash. 1-on-1. Maunders, 40 to shoot. Maunders couldn't catch it. A lot of physical play trying to get the ground ball. Holy Family trying to swarm. As Jalen Benson was all over the Eagles right there. 15 to shoot. Waesh. Galveo defends, shoves him off. Cook. Six on the shot clock here for posts. As they reset it with... No, they get a shot clock reset. So they say the keeper and Wickle deflected it out of bounds. So shot clock reset, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be awarded to Holy Family. Touchdown pass downfield, completed for Simpson. Looking for a cutter right out in front. Benya was the one that cut. What a pass there by Simpson. Eagles coming the other way with 10:47 remaining in the second quarter. A 5-4 Tigers lead. Luke Harris splitting multiple defenders and swings it there for Bryan. And a violation there against post. Kelly met out front. John Karras not letting him go anywhere momentarily. Eagles come up with the turnover right there. Karras. Turnover there by post. Jacob Turk was able to secure it. Macariella splits two, spins, lost the ball. Trying to take out his do-it-yourself kid. It doesn't work right there. But a foul called on post. And will stay here with the Tigers. Feeney on the move. Nice pass out in front. Denied by Waller. Simpson had a great look at it. And Waller, last line of defense, blocked it out of play. Under 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter. West just got it here near side. Maunders behind the net. Ball on the deck. Get a whistle and a foul called against Holy Family with 8:32 to play in the first half. Nice shake and bake move by West. It's blocked. And the ground ball scooped up by Aiden Donnelly, the freshman. Brings it across midfield and across the restraining line. And a timeout called by Holy Family with 8:01 to play here in the first half. Tightly contested, neither team giving each other an inch. 5-4 Holy Family. All right, out of the timeout from the Tigers. 8:01 to play here in the second quarter. 5-4 Holy Family lead and with the ball in their attacking area. Right out in front. Simpson has his shot blocked. Gallery sends it downfield. John Karras is swarmed by multiple Tigers. Flings a pass, and it goes right to Wickel. Midway through the second quarter, 1-goal Holy Family lead. .65 to shoot. Holy Family settling it down a little bit. Parker Smith up top for Kelly. Smith thought about it. Up top, Kelly couldn't catch it. Goff. Smith has a clean look at it. Deflected by Waller. And it stays in bounds. 22 seconds on the shot clock here for Holy Family. 6.5 to play in the first half. Pena up top, leaping to grab it. Momentarily there was Kelly, but he couldn't secure it. And the Eagles, William Henley III tried to get it. Now it's Karras shoveling it to Parento. Trying to lower the shoulder. He spins and feeds Denike. Maunders behind the cage. So Wayne got a step. Backtracks. Pass deflected there by O'Keefe, and he scoops it up and causes a turnover. Feeney. Vacuumed in there by Waller. What a nice save. Brian ahead, gets right past Kelly. And a flag thrown in. It will go against Holy Family. So Wayne. 50 to shoot. Maunders jogs it behind the cage. Under 5 minutes to play. Here in the first half, it's a 5-4 Holy Family lead. Cook thought about it, moving to his left, feeds it. So Wayne could not connect on the pass there. Shot clock is at 26. So Wayne looking to get the step. Met and hounded there by Goff, but he handles the contact. So Feeney gets called for the slash, and he's on the sideline here for the next minute, so man-up advantage for Post. Right out in front, shot, score! It's Cook! Finding the equalizer for Post, so we're not up at 5. Cook has got 2 goals here this afternoon, 27 now on the year, and back and forth we go here in this first half. Illegal procedure violation there on posts. Holy Family ball. Britch behind the net. Shot clock down to 40. Pena. Coverley. Shot clock is at 26. Feeney. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Shot clock is at 11. Feeney making his move, firing and scoring. 4 goals for number 4 here in the first half. .21 now on the year. And Jake Feeney is having himself an incredible first half. Season high in goals this year. Again, it was 4 at Dominican on March 25th. And he's got that total. And we still have 2:50 to play in the first half. So we got a foul there on Holy Family. Eagles with possession. 2:40 to play here in the first half. So Wayne spins, fires, saved there by Wickle. A great move and a great shot and a nice save. As we come up on 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Jackson Brown with it. Turns it over. Ball is on the deck. So Wayne faked the handoff. Got it right here, looking for the angle. Ball deflected on the deck. Some great defense there by John Henson. Timeout called. Post. 1:29 to play here in the first half. Holy Family 6. Post 5. Coming out of the timeout, 6-5 lead for Holy Family. 89 seconds remaining here in the first half of this huge CACC men's lacrosse matchup with the regular season winding down. Both of these teams with big-time playoff aspirations. Holy Family, the 2 seed, posts the 4 seed in the conference. Again, top 5 seeds make the playoffs, and we are really jumped up and bunched up seeds 2 through 5. 25 to shoot on the shot clock. Esch has got it. Works it up top. Cook knocked out of his stick. Ball's on the floor. And possession awarded to Holy Family with 52.8 remaining in the quarter. Kelly, open in the middle of the field. Right out in front, it's Simpson. A huge goal for the Tigers to get them up 2. Great transition opportunity there from Holy Family, and the Eagles caught lacking a little bit right there with Simpson right in front of the crease. So his second goal of the game is 30th on the season, and it's 7-5 Tigers. Draw is controlled by Swain in post. Right out in front, Maunders earns the goal right back a few seconds later. Huge. Assisted by Cook. And you cannot understate how big that goal is right there as Holy Family got the lead back up to 2. Under a minute to play in this second quarter, and the Eagles, right before halftime, a few seconds after, earned the goal right back, and they were within 1. So Maunders has got 2 goals now, has had just such a stellar rookie season as a freshman. 23 goals now on the year. That was also his 30th point on the season. Draw controlled by Holy Family. You got to keep it here if you're post. I believe we get a timeout call there by the Tigers with 22.3 remaining in the half. 7-6 lead for Holy Family. All right, 22.3 remaining here in the first half. Out of the Tigers timeout, they lead at 7-6. Simpson's got it. Game clock at 10. Now at 9. Feeney spins, fires, knocked out of his stick, right out in front, Simpson! A lucky bounce there for the Tigers, and they capitalize and go up 8-6. Simpson's third goal of the game. And he and Feeney have accounted for 7 of the 8 Tigers' first half goals. The draw is controlled by Holy Family. It won't matter. That is the end of the first half. The Tigers, a young team, currently the number 2 seed in the CACC, in a barn burner here with the Post University Eagles. It's 8-6 Tigers. End of the first half. Halftime is up. Be back here at Lemoy Field in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for an awesome second half. All right, we're back here at Lemoy Field. Clouds have settled in over the turf, and we are ready for the third quarter. 8-6 lead here for Holy Family. Noah Simpson and Jake Feeney accounting for 7 of the 8 Holy Family first half goals. As we take a look at some of our first half stats, ground balls, Eagles looking great in that category, 21-14. As the Eagles control the first draw of the second half, and we're underway here in the third quarter. Griffin Cass on hand. So glad you were with us. Big-time CACC men's lacrosse game here at Lemoy Field on this Saturday afternoon. Second half of our post-lacrosse doubleheader. The women's beat Felician 14-6 prior to the men's game. Holy Family, a really young team, comprised mostly of freshmen and sophomores, currently the number 2 seed in the conference. The top 5 seeds make the CACC tournament that will begin on April 25th. Eagles currently the number 4 seed at 3-2 in conference tonight. Right out in front, cannot catch the pass. A ground ball, it's scooped up by Maunders, and the Eagles will keep it on this side of the field. 22 remaining on the shot clock. A little over a minute gone here in the third. Back and forth in that first half. Holy Family with a 2-goal lead, whipping a shot, and it goes into the back of the net. It's Will Bryan, the sophomore. Great start for the Eagles to begin the third. Played in 16 games last year, recorded 31 goals and 13 assists, had 99 shots. Was a conference second team selection in his freshman year, and he's been awesome here in his sophomore year as well. 1 goal, 2 assists for Bryan. His 21st goal of the season, and the Eagles right back within 1 goal. Charlie Foster controls the draw. Parento spins and evades. The Eagles chasing the tie. 13.5 to play in the third. So Wayne met out front by Galveo. Tries to get the step, fakes a pass. Oh, nifty move. It's Maunders. Eagles tie up the game not even 2 minutes into the third. The freshman's 3rd goal of the game, is 4th point. 24th goal on the season for number 83. And the Eagles down by 2 coming into the quarter, get 2 quick goals to tie up the score at 8. And Charlie Foster dominating the draw controls here to begin the third. Dangerous pass. It's a turnover. Scooped up by Bina. All over him is Kyle Such. And he causes a turnover and shovels it towards Waller. Eagles will look to move it in transition. Beating everybody down the field. It's Karras spiking off of the rebound. I believe that was Maunders. The ball got moved out of his stick. And the Eagles will settle it down right here with 55 on the shot clock. Roman. Right out in front. Great ball movement and pinning the corner. It's Denike. 3 straight goals for the Eagles to begin the third, and they take a 9-8 lead. Three goals in not even 3 minutes. And Post looks like a different team to begin the second half. Denike's second goal of the game. He's got 16 now on the year. And Britch controls the draw right here, but he's swarmed. And a whistle and a foul. It goes against post. Under 12 minutes to play in the third. And a stellar start for the Eagles to begin quarter number 3. Down by 2 coming into the quarter. They get 3 goals in not even 3 minutes to take a 9-8 lead. Parker Smith, the freshman. Feeney makes his move. Smith spins, fires off left. Shot clock at 35. Feeney! He's ridiculous! A new season high for Jake Feeney in goals. Give him 5 on the game. And that eclipses the 4 he had at Dominican on March 25th. First goal of the second half for Holy Family. Not even 4 minutes in, and we've had 4 goals combined from both teams, and we're knotted up at 9. Foul called against Holy Family. Eagles possession. Tonight will move it behind the cage. 70 on the shot clock. We're under 11 minutes to play here in the third. A playoff-like atmosphere has lived up to the billing here this afternoon. Coming up on the end of the regular season, 2 teams firmly in the top 5 seeds in the conference. And so Wayne tries to spike one. And we've touched on it, how bunched up the seeds are 2 through 5 in the conference. And so much can happen with a win or a loss in terms of your movement in the standings. Holy Family, the 2 seed with a 3-1 conference record. And Bridgeport is the 5 seed. They have a 3-2 conference record, so it's so close, seeds 2 through 5. So Wayne, nice pass. Knocked out of Maunder's stick, and so Wayne has got the ground ball. 21 to shoot. A little sloppy here for the Eagles, but able to get the ground ball is Denike with 13 now to shoot. Maunders turns, fires. What a save. Wickel. A brick wall on that one. 9:50 to play in the third. O'Keefe faked the pass back to the keeper. Kelly has got it across the restraining line. .40 to shoot. Kelly. So Wayne defends. Dangerous pass. Feeney momentarily scooped it up, and now it ricochets over to Williams, the sophomore. Makes his move behind the cage. Nice pass for Bania. He's been fairly quiet here this afternoon. 13 to shoot. Williams spins. That is going to tail towards midfield. And a violation on Holy Family. Eagles will take over. 8:39 to play in the third. So over and back there on Holy Family. The shot clock was already dwindling down, so not sure how much that violation mattered. 40 on the shot clock here for Post. The game is tied at 9. 7:52 to play in the third. A loss, and you could fall out of the playoff picture here this afternoon. Jackson Brown with a caused turnover. Ground ball is scooped up, and O'Keefe looking to move it across midfield. He's got Bania. Transition opportunity here for Holy Family. Feeney's got 5 goals on the game, and he's going to retreat and back it out. Past the midway point here in the third. Parker Smith comes out onto the field. Receives the pass right here near sideline. 38 to shoot. Goff runs into a wall and Cook. Smith spins, feeds, Bania. The shifty Simpson finds Goff. Couldn't handle the pass. Ground ball. It's Lee. What a pass. Transition here for Post. Ball is hopping around. It's Maunders. Lee started it with causing the turnover and scooping up the ground ball. And Cameron Maunders now with 4 goals on the game. He's got 25 on the season. And the Eagles are back out in front 10-9. Eagles sideline fired up after the goal. Big draw control right here with 6:19 to play in the third. Foster. And now it's the Eagles controlling the draw with Lee. Brian, one-on-one here with Smith. A switch here with O'Keefe. Backs it out, wants to go one-on-one. Brian looking for the angle. Cradling it well. We get a whistle. Flags coming in. There's a shot by Cook. And we are going to get a slash on O'Keefe. So 1 minute now on the sideline for O'Keefe. A man-up advantage for Post with 5:25 remaining in the third. Shot clock reset to 60. .43 to shoot. The Eagles working it around. So Wayne couldn't catch the pass. Got the ground ball hit out of his stick. What a play there by Jackson Brown. A huge one. And a great defensive stand by 88 in black. 25 seconds remaining on the man-up advantage here for Post. And Brown across midfield. Shows it here for Kelly. right in the middle, looking for Bain. Unable to complete the pass, but Feeney is right there. Back to even strength. .35 to shoot here for the Tigers. Williams tried a shake and bake move there. It looked like Kelly got in his way. Kelly will come and screen. Simpson rips one. .15 to shoot. Williams stumbles. Up top, Simpson. Saved by Waller. Eagles looking to get out in transition. Karras works it back. Parento. 3.5 to play in the third. Bryan out onto the field. Maunders has 5 points here today. 4 goals in and an assist. With it on the far sideline. 55 to shoot. .33, it's a Wayne pinning the corner. It's been all Eagles here in the third, with now a 2-goal lead after being down by 2 coming into the quarter. So Wayne's first goal of the game, he has 2 assists prior to that. His 10th goal on the season. 17th point on the season, and it's Post up by 2. Britt shoved to the ground and fouled. Or pardon me. Didn't hear with the official call there. But it stays here with Post. 2:41 remaining in the third. Bryan with such a great pass. What a save there by Wickel. And flags flying in. So they get Roman for the slash. And a man-up advantage here for Holy Family. So play resumes, coming up on 2 minutes of play here in the third. Has not been a good third quarter for the Tigers. There's a great opportunity right out in front. What a save by Waller. Pass downfield completed for Lee. That was a ridiculous save by Aiden Waller. Great cut by Holy Family. A point-blank look. Unable to cash in. The sophomore from Ontario stands very strong on that one right there. 1:25 to play in the third. 15 seconds for Roman on the sideline, serving his penalty. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the third. 2-1. Back to even strength. And now the Eagles will look to work. Wesh, the freshman, 17 to shoot. 11 to shoot. So Wayne behind the cage. With 7. With 6. 5. Cutter. Cook. One more pass. Shot clock violation on post as that shot went behind the cage. 34.8 remaining in the third. Feeney. 5 of the 9 Tigers goals. 18 seconds remaining in the third. Spins. Feeds. Simpson. Shot sails behind the cage with 9 seconds remaining in the third. Smith. Trying to torpedo his way through. .9. A tough spot to start for Holy Family right out in front. The Eagles outscore the Tigers 5-1 in the third and will take a 2-goal lead as we go to the fourth. What a third quarter by Post. Scoring summary here through 3 quarters. It was 4-3 Holy Family in the first quarter, 4-3 Holy Family in the second quarter. They had an 8-6 lead at halftime, but a 5-1 third quarter for Post as the Eagles in front, 11-9 as we are ready to start the fourth quarter. Buckle in, strap up. Going to be a great finish here in the last 15 minutes. End of the regular season is right here. This is a playoff-like environment with seeds 2 through 5 bunched up. Holy Family, the 2 seed currently, Post the 4 seed. Holy Family 3-1 in conference. Post is 3-2 in CACC play. So Wayne, off left and securing it. It's Wickel. He's got the outlet pass here near sideline for Brown. Brown with a full head of steam. Feeney He had it stripped out of his stick there. He's got 5 goals here in this one, 5 of the 9. Williams is right there. Williams, quick speed, fires a shot off left, way outside. 48 to shoot for Holy Family. Goff lets it rip. And boy, did Holy Family need that to begin the fourth. Assisted by Jaden Williams. And Holy Family strikes first here in the fourth. Much needed after being outscored 5-1 in that third quarter. Holy Family gets some confidence back with that goal right there to open up the fourth. 13:44 remaining in the fourth. Eagles clinging to a 1-goal lead. Ball is up in the air. Fight for it. Who wants it more? Foster's got it. Keeps it in his stick. And brings it across the restraining line momentarily. Works it back to midfield for Cook. Great job there by Foster. He's been awesome here in the second half. Right out in front, Maunders. Continuing his ridiculous game. Five goals for the freshman. He had 6 versus Point Park on March 18th. And he is coming up on a possible new season high. Eagles answer right back and get back up by 2. Foster controls another draw for post. And gets leveled, pass out of the reach of Karras. Fight for it. Feeney with a great box out. Simpson secures it for Holy Family. This game has got a ton of grit. Both teams know what's at stake here this afternoon as we are coming up on the end of the regular season. Especially if you're post with 2 conference losses, a loss, and you could find yourself out of the playoff picture. Trying to stay above the waterline in conference play are the Eagles. Williams spins. What a move. It's blocked. That is Karras. Williams looking to box out right there. Stumbles. Fight for it. A push in the back there on Feeney. Called for the foul. Under 12 minutes to play in the fourth. Eagles down by 2 coming into this half, 8-6. And with a 12-10 lead now, 11:25 to play in the fourth. Bad pass out in front, but it's scooped up, blocked there by Wickel, and he secures it. Outlets it to O'Keefe, and he's got Green out in front of him. Hayes has got. He's been quiet here this afternoon. Dangerous pass. It's picked off. But there's a flag down on the field, so it's going against post. So I believe Brian went off sides. So 30 seconds for him on the sideline. 10:48 to play in the fourth. Shot clock reset to 60. Feeney's got it. Feeney's open. Dodges. Simpson. 10 more seconds remaining for Brian on the sideline. It goes right into the stick there of Julian DeFinis, and it's swallowed up there by Waller. What a great save. So Wayne, under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. Eagles with a 2-goal lead. Trying to pick up a monster conference win. Brian skates in, fires and scores! Flag thrown. So the goal counts for post 13-10. Will Bryan with his 5th point on the game, 2 goals, 3 assists. And a big face-off right here. Smith to take it for Holy Family. And Foster to take it for post. Foster stands at 6'6", Smith at 6'4". And Foster easily wins it. He's been outstanding on the faceoffs. .58 on the shot clock. So Wayne, nice juke move. Spinning, it's Bryant splitting defenders right out in front. Wickel secures it. Holy Family down 3 will look to come the other way. Eagles on a 2-0 run, 8:25 to play in the fourth. Browns got it. Smith will come to meet the pass. Bania goes behind the cage. Simpson right out in front. And I think Holy Family in the crease Eagles possession. We're under 8 minutes to play in the fourth. .40 to shoot. To Nike with it near sideline. Brian splits. And a flag coming in. Shot, score there by Cook. Eagles up 4. So cross-check called on Jacob Turk. A minute on the sideline. 6:52 remaining in the fourth. A 14-10 Eagles lead. Eagles with a man-up advantage. Time on their side. 6:25 remaining with a 4-goal lead. Outscoring Holy Family by 6 goals here in the second half. 45 on the shot clock. .30 to shoot. 5 seconds remaining for Turk. Even strength. Intercepted. It's Brown picking off the pass. And he'll throw it ahead for Donnelly. Simpson's got it. 5.5 remaining in the fourth. Tigers down by 4. Feeney trying to negotiate his way to the cage. He does. Scores. His 6th goal of the game, and Feeney's been carrying the load for Holy Family all afternoon. 6 of the 11 goals for the sophomore. And that ends the Eagles' 3-0 run. Huge draw control. It's won by Britch. That's massive for Holy Family. And a flag thrown in as Britch just got slapped in the face with a stick by Lee. So clear slash right there. Official right on it. And a big man-up advantage here for Holy Family as Lee on the sideline for the next minute. 5:03 remaining in the fourth. It's a 14-11 post lead. Play resumes. Pena working it around the perimeter here. It's up top with Simpson. 65 on the shot clock. Smith was cutting through. It's Simpson firing and scoring two quick back-to-back goals for Holy Family. And they're right back in it, down two with 4:41 to play in regulation. They take advantage of the man-up advantage. Eagles went on a 3-0 run when it was 11-10 to get it to 14-10. Back-to-back goals for Holy Family makes it a 2-goal score. Neither team will go away. Back and forth the whole way through. And Eagles, the largest lead of the game, belonged to Post when it was 14-10 just a moment ago. And Britch with a huge draw control right there. Riella. Timeout called. Holy Family. 4:30 remaining in the fourth. High drama here at Lemoyne. It's been a great game thus far and a big finish coming up next. Out of the Tigers timeout with a lot of momentum here on the side of Holy Family. Back-to-back goals after they were down 14-10 to make it 14-12. They have the ball coming out of their timeout. Parker Smith will start with it, far sideline. 4:30 remaining here in the fourth. Away we go out of the timeout. Feeney near side. There's a shot. What a deflection by Waller, and Such controls it. Eagles stay ahead by 2. Gallery across midfield. We get a flag flying in. It's going against Holy Family. .58 on the shot clock. Eagles in no rush. Ahead by 2. Trying to hang on with what would be a massive conference win. So Wayne lost it. And we'll get the penalty wording right here with 3:06 remaining in the fourth. So a slash called on Parker Smith, the freshman midfielder from Dover, Delaware. 3:06 remaining in the fourth. 14-12 Eagles. Man up advantage here. 57 on the shot clock, as we are now under 3 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles working around the perimeter. They are in no rush whatsoever. Trying to milk as much clock as possible and get to the finish line here at home. So Wayne couldn't catch the pass. Over and back. A huge turnover right there with 2:37. And it keeps the door wide open here for Holy Family. Williams blocked. And can't see who the Eagle. It is John Karras who blocked it and was in some pain, but able to get up quickly. And the athletic training staff is going to check in on him. So Holy Family possession. 23 seconds remaining for Smith on the sideline. 2:29 to play in the fourth. Williams able to scoop it up. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Holy Family chasing 2 goals to try and tie this thing up. Williams chucks it near midfield. Feeney's got it. We're back to even strength. Golf comes out onto the field. We are under 2 minutes remaining. Feeney! He's a Chico this afternoon. 7 goals. And Holy Family's got 3 goals in a row to make it a 1-goal game with 1:57 to play here in the fourth. What a game. Where would the Tigers be without the performance of Jake Feeney? A season-high 7 goals. And the Tigers will not go away. Massive face-off right here. 14-10. You figure that the Eagles have this one locked up. And here comes the Tigers. 3 goals in a row, trying to make it 4. 1:50 remaining in the fourth. As high drama as you can imagine here at Lemoy. Timeout. Tigers, they want to talk it over with 1:49 remaining in the fourth. The Eagles got out to a 3-0 run to make it 14-10, and the Tigers have stormed back with a 3-0 run of their own. Out of the Tigers' timeout, 1:49 remaining here in the fourth. Eagles 7-4 overall this season, 3-2 in conference. Holy Family 5-3 overall this year, and 3-1 in conference. Coming up on the end of the regular season, this one has been like a playoff type game. We resume play. 1:45 remaining. Holy Family on a 3-0 run. And it's into the stick of Feeney with 7 goals on the game. All eyes are on Feeney if you are the Eagles defense. Goff spins, makes the defender fall, and Waller deflects it out of play. Huge save from number 25. Shot clock resets to 60. Williams lost the ball. Picked up there by Kelly. Finds a pass for Bania. Blocked by Waller. Scooped up by Karras. What a save. Under a minute to play. They're coming after Denike with full force. .35 seconds remaining. So Wayne. Multiple Tigers trying to poke it free. Wickel comes out of the cage, trying to make a play happen with 17 seconds remaining. Timeout, Eagles. 17.5 remaining in the fourth, and Waller will be greeted by his teammates after an outstanding save. Out of the Eagles' timeout, 17.5 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. The Eagles will have it in the near corner out of their timeout. Nobody in the cage. Donnelly has got the goalkeeper stick. And running away from the defense, it's Denike with 6. With 5, 3, 2. What a win for the Post University Eagles, winning it 14-13 in a CACC Men's Lacrosse Classic this afternoon. What a game by both teams. Incredible. Back and forth the whole way through. And CACC fans would love to probably see these two teams in the postseason. Jake Feeney's 7 goals not enough for Holy Family as they are outlasted by Cameron Maunders, Aiden Waller, and the Post University Eagles, moving to 8-4 overall, 4-2 in conference. A tremendous, invigorating win for Post as they will take this momentum next Saturday versus the D'Youville University non-conference matchup here at home. And for Holy Family, certainly a crushing loss, but they have a great program there. Their 4-game winning streak is now snapped as they will be against University of Bridgeport on Saturday for a 2:30 p.m. start. We'll get the post-game interviews coming up for you in just a moment for our entire athletic communication staff here at Post. Griffin Cass signing off from Waterbury. Great day for Post University Lacrosse. 2-0 here in the doubleheader. All right, Post University men's lacrosse with a massive 14-13 conference win over Holy Family. Griffin Castle joined alongside Leighton Cook. Back and forth this whole game we talked about before the interview. Holy Family would just not go away. How did you guys pull this one out?
Yeah, we just kind of stepped to the game plan. Just kind of, we had to make sure we get a full 60 minutes, full game out there. We battled all the way to the end, so I'm proud of the guys.
4-2 now in conference. What is the belief like for this team coming down the stretch of the regular season?
Yeah, we think we can battle with anybody. So we just need to play our game, and we can compete and hopefully do well in playoffs.
How huge was Aiden Waller today? Just talking about his performance.
Oh, he's been a stud like all year. He keeps us in games like this. Has a big stop right at the end of the game. Like we know we can count on him, but we just need to play for him.
You guys were down 8-6 at halftime, outscored Holy Family 5-1 in that third quarter. Just what was the message at halftime for the coaching staff?
We've been struggling with the third quarter all year, so it was just, we got to have a hot start after half, and we came out hot, so it was good.
Appreciate you taking some time after the game. Enjoy the win. All right, following the 14-13 classic win for Post University over Holy Family, Griffin Cass joined alongside Charlie Foster. I want to ask the same question that I asked to Leighton to you. Talk about Aiden Waller's performance today.
I mean, he just stood on his head, man. Like, that was probably the best game I've ever seen him play, and he's came in clutch so many times for us this year. He's just always holding it. He's just always holding it for us at the net, and he's an anchor for our team. Just
back and forth the whole way. Both teams went on some big runs. No team could really pull away without the other clawing right back. Just what did it take from you guys to pull this one out?
We just really needed to buckle down. We came out a little flat. We didn't come out flat. We had some energy, but at the end of halftime, we just knew we needed to come out with some fire, and we did. And we capitalized when we saw them at their weakness.
You were huge with some of those face-offs and controlling those draws. Just what were you seeing on some of those plays?
Honestly, I was just playing. I was just free flowing, had a clear head, and I was just having a great time. That was the most fun game I've probably played with my team, and that was just an awesome win.
How does this win propel you guys down the rest of the regular season into the playoffs?
This was definitely huge. I think they were ranked number 2, and I think we have a shot at the CAC chip just as much as anybody else does.
Appreciate you taking some time after the game. Enjoy the win.
Thank you very much, man.